Hi, this is Allie from Allie Scraps, and I'm here to show you how I made this layout in my journaling Bible with a cute little tip-in that lifts up. And I used the kit Creative You by Grace and Color and myself, Allie Scraps. And you can currently pick this kit up at the Lily Pad. So I just want to show you a couple things that I printed out from the Creative You kit just to kind of get started. So I love the papers in this kit. They're some of my favorite things ever. So like the paint splatters, and I just printed these on 8.5 by 11. And I printed some of them double-sided so I can do a couple projects that have two different sides to them. So printed out the papers on 110-pound cardstock, some double-sided, some not. And then I also printed out almost all the PDFs that came in the kit from the tip-ins, which are the 2 by 7. They fit like perfectly in the margins of a lot of Bibles. So I'll show you. So they fit right in the margins here in journaling Bibles. So I'm going to cut those out and use those. And these also work really well as like easy bookmarks too. And then I printed out the PDFs of the elements, the paints and the brushes and some of the art starts, notes, as well as the devotional. So I also printed out some of the elements on clear sticker paper so that I can use that without having a background in my Bible or my scrapbook page. So I use the Avery clear sticker paper, or it's a clear label, full sheet label. So this is for inkjet, and it's the 18665. So that's what I use. That's what I printed out. So let's kind of get started. So to start stuff off, I just started trimming out my different elements, like the devotional that I really wanted to keep next to me as I'm journaling. I started cutting out the tip-ins because I had the idea that I wanted to do a tip-in that kind of lifted up and kind of revealed some hidden journaling and hidden artwork. So I just trimmed everything out right away and started thinking about what I really wanted to include. Now, my best advice, if you want to do something similar with a tip-in that kind of lifts up, kind of think about how you want your page to be, both with the tip-in down and the tip-in up. So kind of envision how you want it to be in both ways and make sure it kind of ties together. So here I'm just grabbing the devotional and thinking about what I really want to say, what I'm really thinking, how I want to respond. And then I pulled out the clear sticker paper printables that I did and just cut out one of these. I call them art starts because I love that you can get started on your page with them, and it makes it look a little bit messy and a little bit painty, splattery, fun without actually getting out my paints, because I am #lazy and do not like to clean up my paints. So I cut it in half so I can kind of frame the top and the bottom and kind of get a similar effect on both, and how it ties it all together without using several different art starts. So clear up this, pull up the clear sticker paper and just go. And so this is kind of me envisioning how that page is going to look on the bottom, and this is going to kind of like overlap with the tip-in as well. So I knew I wanted to use created in his image as the bit underneath the tip-in. So cut that out in clear sticker paper and put it in, and then I left a lot of space up there for journaling after my tip-in was lifted up. So I'm going to give a small explanation on how I do this tip-in that lifts up, because you'll see me do a little bit of trial and error and trying to figure it out, and I want to give you some tips before you start doing it, because that way you can kind of avoid some of that trial and error that I had to do. So what I wanted to do, again, was like just have it be able to lift up. So since that fits perfectly in my journaling Bible, I wanted to trim a little bit off so that I could use washi tape to do the little bit of lift up. Like I said, I used washi tape, and I also, on top of the washi tape, used one of the cutout of cardstock paint bottle things, and I kind of put that on top of the washi. Now that made it a little bit harder to flip up, especially after, like when I needed to do the journaling. So my next piece of advice would be to do the journaling first, because I did not. And so just kind of like really think that through. But what I like to do is washi tape on the front and washi tape on the back and kind of create a nice little hinge. And washi tape's nice because you can kind of reposition it a little bit and figure that out. So just cutting out tabs and different elements, trying to figure out what I want to place where, and you'll see me kind of get started with the washi tape and just kind of figure that out. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, and I just love just being able to play in my Bible. So I'm going to speed the video up and add some music so you can kind of sit back and watch and enjoy. Please, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to answer them. So as you can see, I'm just kind of finishing up here using a Faber-Castell big brush pen just to highlight the verses that I journaled. And I just love that this really doesn't bleed through much, so I like using that in my Bible. So that's the end with the tip in that flips up and down and shows some hidden journaling. If you have any questions about this project, please be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I would love to answer them. And if you make something with this kit, please be sure to tag me on Instagram at Allie Scraps, and I can't wait to see what you make.